to make sure that we are just focused on our stuff, and we are preaching to our kids right now that it's really about us and what we do, that we can't worry about any of the external things right now. We're trying to get the guys to be as cohesive and as together as possible, and that's kind of what we've been preaching lately, and that's how we'll enter the playoffs.
Welcome back to the WIAA Boys Basketball Bracket Reveal Show. I'm Keegan Hewitt alongside Mark Miller. Mark, we just heard from Wisconsin Lutheran's head coach. They're talking about their approach here in March. They, of course, moving up to Division I after last season's success. What kind of goes into a move like that and new challenges that come along with it, and maybe what are their chances here in this bracket?
Well, for Wisco, I don't know if there's a whole lot that goes into it except you're preparing for different teams. It's a school and a program that plays a lot of Division I schools, non-conference games. So the competition level, I think, will be similar, probably maybe a little tougher, but I think that they'll be ready for that. As far as their chances go, they lost a lot off last year's team, obviously, but here they sit with 2 losses on the entire campaign. So they got a couple senior leaders, Zach Mellock and Alex Green. And then they got a junior that's got D1 offers in Xavier Zenz. And then they got Con Knippel's 2 younger brothers as a sophomore and freshman. So I think that they're a team that definitely could go all the way to the state tournament.
Well, let's take a look at maybe who they could be facing. Our Division I brackets now. Sectional 1A, Kaukauna, the top seed. They'll await the winner of Wisconsin Rapids, Lincoln, and Appleton West. Then it's Hortonville and Neenah squaring off in the 8-9 matchup. Appleton North, the 5 seed. They host Superior. Holman claiming the 4 seed. They'll host the Papermakers from Kimberly. Moving to Sectional 1B now. Eau Claire Memorial, the Abes are 3 seed. They'll host Eau Claire North, a little rivalry there. And it's Wausau West, the 6 seed. They get DC Everest, another Valley rivalry in D1. Spash, the 7 seed, set to host Hudson. Then it's Marshfield, who just had a big win, claiming the 2 seed. They'll host the winner of Appleton East and Chippewa Falls. The Old Abes, of course, earning the 3 seed. They now turn their sights over to Madison. Our Nick Tabbert sat down with their head coach earlier this week.
Eau Claire Memorial has a deep, talented squad with a ton of experience. Can they cap a special season with a trip down to Madison? I'm joined by Abe's head coach, Chad Brisky. Coach, what would it mean to take this group to the Kohl Center?
Yeah, I think Eau Claire Memorial has a really special place in the history of basketball in the state. So obviously it's one of the goals that I think this program always has had. And it's been a long time since we've been there, 2003, and it's something that we've been dreaming about over the last couple years.
Such a strong sectional. What's going to be the key for your squad?
We're no strangers to the quality of opponents. From Kaukauna to Marshfield to Stevens Point, there's a lot of teams with a great deal of experience coming back. And whenever you're in a sectional like that, it just helps you stay sharp, and you hope that everything you've done to the season leading up to that point puts you in the position to win. And this year we're hoping for a little health that we haven't had in the last couple years, and fingers crossed you play your best games here coming up.
Coach, thanks for your time. Best of luck in the postseason.
Hey, we really appreciate it, and thanks for all the coverage this year.
Thank you, Nick. Again, let's dive right back into these brackets. Sectional 2A in Division I, the Redbirds of De Pere claiming the top seed. They'll get the winner of Manitowoc, Lincoln, and Oshkosh West. Arrowhead and Germantown squaring off in the 8-9 matchup. Sheboygan North earning the 5 seed. They'll host Hamilton. Then it's Pewaukee up to Division I this season, hosting Green Bay Preble. Over to Sectional 2B, Fond du Lac claiming the 3 seed. They'll host Economowoc. Then it's Brookfield East as the 6 seed, playing host to Menominee Falls. Oshkosh North set to host Bayport in that 7-10 matchup, along with Homestead earning the 2 seed. They'll get the winner of Hartford Union and Sheboygan South. So, Mark, half the bracket here in Division I. We know it's another stack field just like D2. What do you think, and maybe what sticks out here?
Well, De Pere is playing outstanding basketball, and their only loss this year was to Wisco. And Zach Kinzinger, is out right now with an illness, so hopefully he gets healthy for the playoffs. He did not play yesterday against Pewaukee, but they still won the game. So I think De Pere is every bit probably the favorite to win the whole thing, but there's other good teams, obviously. I would keep an eye on Oshkosh North. They suffered several losses during the year, but one of their best players just came back a few weeks ago, Bryce Ott, 6'7" junior, and he's playing now, and they just beat Fond du Lac on the road on Thursday night. And of course, they have Xavier Mitchell, who's one of the best players in the state, going to Iowa State next year. So even though they're a lower seed, that's a team that could be dangerous.
Yeah, we just heard the Abe's coach talking about health. It seems to be almost for every team at this point in the season who can get healthy. All right, nearly home now for that. We'll send it over to Brad Hansen to clean up Division I. Brad?
All right, Keegan, thank you very much. We'll get right into Sectional 3A. Kettle Moraine is looking for their third straight trip to Madison. They get the top seed and a date with the winner of Watertown and Madison East. Middleton and Beloit Memorial square off in the 8-9 matchup. Sun Prairie East, your 5 seed, they'll host Badger, and Madison Memorial earns the 4 seed. They'll host Madison La Follette. Now, Sectional 3B, Verona is your 3 seed. They'll host Waukesha South. Then Oregon takes on the 6 seed. They'll host Janesville Craig. 7-seeded Sun Prairie West will take on Mukwonago, and Waunakee earns the 2 seed. They await the winner of Madison West and Janesville Parker. Now we're going to keep chugging along here. Sectional 4A, the defending Division II champs, Wisconsin Lutheran, claim the top seed. They'll host the winner of Milwaukee Riverside and Racine Horlick. Marquette will host Milwaukee Hamilton in the 8-9 matchup. Franklin is your 5 seed. They get Kenosha Tremper, and Oak Creek claims the 4 seed and a date with Kenosha Indian Trail. Finally, Sectional 4B, Westosha Central takes the 3 seed. They'll host West Allis Hale. Milwaukee King is the 6 seed. They'll take on Muskego. Kenosha Bradford and Racine Case will square off in the 7-10 matchup. West Allis Central claims the 2 seed. They'll take on the winner of Milwaukee Reagan and Milwaukee Pulaski Co-op. Joined by Craig Harden. Now, Craig, there you have it. Division I. Thoughts on what you saw right there?
What's interesting to see the last 2 state championships, Division I and Division II. Marquette won it last year.
Yep.
Now they're in that sectional, but then Wisconsin Lutheran bumps up to Division I.
Yep.
Those 2 teams can probably play each other at some point in time. But to me, the real team to look at is Kettle Moraine. They're undefeated this season. They play great defense. If they can get things in order, they can go upstate and also bring home a gold ball.
It's going to be fun to watch for sure. Well, all right, we are nearly there. We've got the brackets revealed. Now we just need predictions. We'll be right back with those.